Welcome back to Cryptos Are Us. I am George. We're all George. So, Bitcoin holders, crypto holders, pay attention to these altcoin gems. So tonight, let's talk a little Bitcoin. Let's talk about what's going on. And let's talk about some altcoins that have huge, huge potential. All right, let's do this. Welcome, guys. Better late than never. A little bit later today, but that's okay. Bitcoin is still holding as strong as ever. 37.9. Looks like we may be hitting 38 once again. It's funny how we get used to a price range so fast that we now feel like 37.9 is boring. When just a few weeks ago, we were still hitting 36, 35, 34. Now that we're right up against 38, somehow it's become boring. That doesn't make a lot of sense. But anyways, overall today is not bad. You know, we're still kind of going sideways. Okay, and as for Bitcoin, man, there's just so much bullishness, so much hopium. You got a lot of traders right now saying that Bitcoin is about to go parabolic. This is from TechDev, very respected crypto trader. And you can see here, he has a lot of shapes and colors. Well, the one that just flashed is that upper yellow triangle. Last time this happened, Bitcoin went up 7x, and the time before 10x, and the time before that 10x. But it just flashed. We're not even in 2024. We didn't even have a halving event yet this signal flashed. So are we about to go on a 10x run from here? That would put Bitcoin up to $380,000. Hey, I wouldn't argue. You know, if it happened, that'd be great. I don't think anyone would argue against that, but that just flashed parabolic, and that doesn't happen very often for Bitcoin. So that's looking absolutely fantastic right now. A lot of people are betting on 40K. I am too. I mean, like, look, we're at 38K. 38K, we get a little short squeeze. 39, 40,000 is right around the corner. You got institutional investors that also agree. That's why futures, right? Volume is skyrocketing, and most of them are putting their bets at $40,000. But that's just, you know, near term, guys. Of course, that's near term. Here's something else that shows we had 7 consecutive weeks. 7 consecutive weeks of green. So this happened twice before. When we were recovering back from that COVID drop, which was an anomaly, right? But then the one time after that, we had a parabolic run, just like what TechDev said about this. So now we got a lot of conclusive patterns that show Bitcoin is about to skyrocket, okay? And of course, when the supply goes down and demand goes up, you know what's going to happen, right? Of course, the price will go up. And if Bitcoin goes up parabolically, guess what's going to happen in the entire market? Everything is going to go up in a big, big way. So, this is what I say when I say strap on, because we're about to go for a ride. All right, so that's Bitcoin. Nothing has really changed other than more bullishness. But what about some of the alts? Let's talk about some of the alts, the ones that I like, the ones that some of you guys like, and some that you may not have heard of before, okay? So these altcoin gems. First, let's start out with something big and recognizable. Most of you guys are comfortable with a project like this. Let's start with Polygon at number 14. Honestly, Polygon should be in the top 10, okay? A lot of people have asked me, why is Polygon so stagnant? Why is Polygon not going up? Well, you just have to be patient. Okay, I'm going to tell you why you should be patient. First of all, you look at a total value locked. This is all the liquidity locked on all the chains outside of Bitcoin. Of course, you got Ethereum, Big Daddy. Then you got Tron, which you can't trust. You got to discount it. So then you have like Binance Smart Chain, Arbitrum. And then that's sitting at number 4, really, is Polygon. That's a huge reason why you don't want to give up on Polygon. 818 million, the 4th largest chain with total value locked. That means they have a lot of liquidity. Okay, a ton of liquidity on there. And when you have so much liquidity, that's a great thing. That means people are using it. People are staking, right? That is awesome. That's awesome. In the future, I bet chains, their values will be, or their market cap will be derived with some kind of ratio between TVL and something else, right? Like volume or something like that. Right now, we don't have that ratio or correlation, not what according to market cap, but in the future, I bet we will derive something. Obviously, TVL plays a big factor, right? So that's number 1. Number 2 is Polygon has a couple of different chains, okay? And one of their main chains, not the ZK chain, but their main chain, you could see 24-hour net flow, awesome, awesome. More than even Ethereum and Optimism and Avalanche, right? So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's net flow. That's not overall deposits or withdrawals. That's just net flowing inwards right now. So obviously, a lot of people are putting in money. Okay, so that's good. They're also working on their next generation Polygon 2.0 because they have several chains. They have a proof of stake one. They have a ZK one. They kind of want to combine everything under one umbrella, one governance, one structure, which is more decentralized. They're moving to a new token called Pol. You don't have to worry about it right now. You'll get airdropped eventually, but right now it's still a work in progress. That is something that they're working towards. That's awesome. Okay. And, you know, there's a lot more. There's a lot more. Look at this. This came out today. City of Lugano in Switzerland upgrades their payment app to include Polygon. Wow. So now residents of this city can make payments through the Polygon ecosystem. So that's awesome. That's awesome, right? So there's worldwide adoption. It's not just about Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now there are cities that also embrace other layer 2s like Polygon, right? But again, that's not all. They also have a huge, huge number of NFT collections. Remember those Trump cards? The ones that sold out almost immediately? Yeah, they're on top of Polygon. Sandbox is on top of Polygon. There's many others on here, like Avagachi, which is popular dApp, also on Polygon. You got an enormous amount of NFTs, but not only just in the space, but you got big guys like Starbucks and Nike and Reddit. They're all on top of Polygon, right? This is why I like Polygon so much. There's just so much going on there, right? This is why, even though they're kind of stagnant right now, I believe they will come back. They will come back in full force and get stronger because they're working on so many things, especially Polygon 2.0, right? But that's not all. And that leads me to the second gem I want to talk about, because Polygon has this really nice relationship, okay, with another project, Immutable X. Okay, they have this really tight relationship, and I'm going to wrap it up, and you guys will see why. But Polygon and Immutable decided to join up, okay, to onboard more gamers and developers in Web3. So why this, right? Because they complement each other. Polygon is an awesome proof of stake chain, right? Immutable, they want a chain. They want to be a full-fledged L1. So guess what? Guess what? They're coming out with their own chain, Immutable ZK EVM. And guess what? This is powered by Polygon. This is something Immutable is working on, and Polygon is helping them with it, right? But in the meantime, because they're both kind of powerhouses, they're helping each other, drawing a lot of games and NFT makers, and it's just a really good collaboration between the two, right? So it's a great thing. And Immutable has a lot of awesome games. If you go through their list, they already have a ton, but they want to onboard even more. A lot more. And there's a few that you guys have heard of before, and maybe a lot that you haven't heard of. One that I am associated with that I met on the Next Crypto Gem, Wagman Games. Yeah, they're on Immutable X. Okay, they're building out a really awesome tower defense mobile game to draw in people that love Web 2 games, but in a Web 3 format, right? But that's not the one that most people know about. The one most people know about is Illuvium. People get asked me about Illuvium all the time. They're also on Immutable. And not only that, just recently, just like 2 days ago, they got listed on the Epic's game store. So now 180 million people that are active on Epic is now able to play a Web 3 game. Although this game is not complete yet, and I've said that, been waiting years for that to happen, but at least it got there. And they have these mini games that people are able to play as they're building out their main game, right? But that's a huge thing to just even get listed on Epic Games. So Illuvium definitely moving in the right direction. And I just saw this announcement, which is absolutely huge for Illuvium too. You got an esports giant team, Liquid, that is now collaborating with Illuvium. I didn't know how big this esports team was until I looked it up. This literally came out like minutes ago. Okay, they are collaborating, and they have this team, Team Liquid, has a $415 million valuation. That is crazy. That's crazy that an esports team could be worth so much. Pretty soon, if it hasn't already, you're talking about esports teams that's going to be worth billions, just like anything else out there, right? But they're working with Illuvium to develop the esports scene and tournaments, right? And basically, they will come out with special themed NFTs also. So they're partnering up with them. I think that's absolutely a huge partnership. So obviously, Illuvium is doing well right now, right? But the better Illuvium does, the better that Immutable X does. And the better that Immutable X does, the better Polygon does. So these three have a really tight relationship if you think about it, even though indirectly, but they all help. They all help quite a lot. So those are altcoin gems I want to talk about today. Maybe you guys knew all of these, but I think these three are fantastic. Polygon I've been supporting for a long, long time. I love Polygon. I don't think they're going to go anywhere. They are absolutely fantastic. But then you got to count Immutable X in there. Immutable X, kind of overlooked, but they've been making big strides in 2023. And I think 2024, if they come out with their chain, they're going to be a dominant powerhouse. And don't forget about Illuvium. If they could finish their game, if they could come out their full-fledged game, which looks amazing, right? But if they could come out and they're ready at Epic Game Store, they have access to 180 million just gamers that could be coming in. That's what we want. I always talk about we need that killer DApp or killer game. And we get that one, and that one could bring in 10 million users, 100 million users. That's probably a little too much, but if it can, it's going to change the landscape forever. Not only just for that game, for that chain, for the entire space. Absolutely fantastic. So looking forward to that. All right. Outside of these, just two other ones. Just, I found randomly. I saw this. IOTA decided to pump today. And this morning, I'm like, oh, why? Why is it pumping, right? But IOTA is now doing 100 million, basically, DLT Foundation in the UAE. So basically, they're putting up $100 million worth of IOTA, and they're go on board. You know, they're going to try to entice and onboard a lot of new developers and games and build out the ecosystem and basically just go all out. $100 million. That's a lot. That's probably the reason why they're pumping, which is great. And then I saw this out of left field. Raul Paul tweeted out, once you play around in Solana ecosystem, it feels super fast, slick, inviting, and easy for the user. The best comparison is Sol is Apple and ETH is Android. Big win, huge. You know, that first part was fine, except he made it sound like Apple is superior to Android, and that's just not the case. That's just not. But anyways, you know, out of left field, a lot of people are jumping on a Solana bandwagon, right? Kathy Wood recently said Solana. Now Raul Paul saying Solana. Who else is going to jump on a Solana bandwagon? I don't know, but just want to point that out. That's why maybe Solana is so strong, because you got all these people that are jumping on a bandwagon, which is fine. They haven't, as far as I know, they haven't had a network outage recently. So that's a win. That's a win. All right. That's pretty much it. Let's do some Q&A. All right, I know I started late tonight, so let's just keep Q&A short and simple. ETH Master Race. How do you feel like Charlie Munger's death? He was a crypto hater. I already mentioned that. Rest in peace. That's all I'm going to say about that. Lee is asking, I have to keep sending these Jesus coin blessings. Good for you. Good for you. All right. Thoughts on AOIZ? Any reason why it's fast tracking towards all-time highs? No, I have no idea why it's fast tracking to all-time high. No idea. When you see something go up this much, avoid it. Don't try to FOMO in, because I feel like you're asking that because you're trying to FOMO, and nothing is so good that it could pump up something 60% unless just whales are pumping it. So there you go. Can Illuvium reach its all-time high again? Well, like I just got done saying, if they're going to draw in 100 million users to the game, then yes, it can. But a lot of people has been asking about Illuvium. You know, listed on Epic Game Store is a big accomplishment, but they got a long way to go. But if they could pull it off, they could be the dominant game in this space, right? But got to see. Got to see if they could pull it off. Hi, George from down under Australia, Melbourne. Is it safe to continue Binance in Australia? I think they're safe. If you don't think so, then use someone else. Binance is still by far the biggest exchange on the planet, and it's not even close. Am I a whale? I don't know. Not really. I don't think I am. What is your opinion on Moon River? Moon River is that EVM compatible chain for Polkadot, I believe. They lost a lot of momentum, honestly. People that are building on Polkadot, you know, they don't really want EVM. Yeah, they're only 55 million. Wow. 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 They were at close to 500 and they're at 644. They have to go like 80x to get back to their high. Well, that's one project I don't believe will go up 80x by the end of 2025. Jesus. And I don't mean Jesus coin. Shout out to my brother Alan, who just asked me to be his best man. Of course, he should ask you if he's your bro. Congrats, Alan. You don't know what you're in for. GFall, Cetify. GFall is another like gaming platform. Not that familiar with them. Cetify. They sound familiar. They sound very familiar. They're DAO, I'm assuming. Cetify funds. Join top-tier AI Web3 gaming, metaverse IDOs with Cetify. Decide your tier, stake and farm S-Fund, and participate in token launches. And guarantee. I actually have heard of them. So they're a launch pad, a fair launch pad, kind of. Robel. Okay, thank you. Opinion on XYO, still the same. Yes. No FOMO. It was one of my DCA coins in 2022, 2023. Well, then good. Then keep DCAing. Someone says GFall has terrible token economics. I'm pretty sure I looked at that before. Yeah, they only released 12% of their circulating supply. That may be a little concerning. So honestly, FDV or fully diluted value is already $500 million, which isn't bad, but this deceives people because it's only 12% or 13% of supply. Pyth Oracle, I just had a big show about them yesterday. They have potential. Their technology seems to be better than Chainlink, but they're still a small fish, right? But is it worth taking a shot? Like is it a good hold? Maybe a little bit of your portfolio? I think, yeah, it can be. Mirror Protocol reached all-time high. Aren't they on Mirror Protocol? Yeah. Ouch. Ouch. No, probably not. Not get back to his all-time high. Anchor, do you consider safe? They're a liquid staking protocol. So if it was me, I would go with Lido or Lido. Anchor, they've been around. Nothing happened to them, but they're just a much smaller player. So Lido would be the way to go for me. Oh, is it DCA Wednesday? I totally forgot. Man, there's so many super chats tonight. I thought I started late. People would have left, but no, more people. Okay, I got to finish through this. Do you think Inject Engine is good for this bull run? James, honestly, not. I think they lost all their steam. I don't hear anything about Engine, and I don't know. They did something. Their Infinity chain, they're removing that or something. I have not kept up with them, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think so because no one else is talking about them either. How would you deploy 10K to 100K in the next bull run? Do you say that? I can't tell you that right now. It's too complex. Okay. You know the answer already because if you're asking me to DCA, then you know the answer, and that is to DCA. Let me bring in my portfolio here. Still 4.2% down all time, which not bad. For the week, still up 1%. For the year, up 158%, but all time still down 4.2. So close But Boomer Fitness, how you turn 10K to 100K is by DCAing. And, you know, a lot of these that I've been DCAing, they have been doing quite well, right? Obviously, Solana is the big winner right here, 124%. Bitcoin is a big winner at 40%. You got Fetch AI, 130%. Injective, 65%. These have been big, big movers. I forgot what I DCA'd last time. I remember it was like, I think it was VeChain and Cardano. Both did not move. You know what? I'm going to add, because today I talked about Polygon, Immutable X, and also Illuvium. I don't have Immutable or Illuvium, but I'm going to add Illuvium. I'm just going to add it straight out because I don't have it, and I should. So how do I add to this? Buy crypto or no? No. No, it's not buy. How do I add to this portfolio? I think they changed this up. There was a buy button. Well, this is add. I mean, I think I could do it this way. Yeah, I could just do it this way. IMX, Immutable. You know what? I'm just gonna throw $100. I'm gonna throw the whole $100 in here because I don't have any in here. So I don't know why. Immutable is a good project. So I'm gonna do 100 divided by 1.2683. So I'm just gonna buy 78.85 today. All right, there you go. So now I have Immutable in this DCA portfolio. Still waiting for Avalanche is very close. Still waiting for Cardano to make some big moves. Still down 40%. VeChain down 40%. Phantom down 45%. BNB is not bad. Arbitrum Stacks not bad. Near Protocol and Polkadot, man, down 67%. The memes, Sheeb and Doge, both down 50%. Still waiting for the memes to move, but they're not. All right, we're getting closer and closer, guys. Closer and closer to green. And Bitcoin's about to break 38 again. Do you think VeChain could reach $1? Where's VeChain? This cycle? No. Injective. I like Injective. I just showed you guys. I have Injective in my DCA portfolio. Citizen Crypto just gifted 5 membership. Thank you, my man. Everyone's getting memberships left and right here. Jordan's is asking about... Man, I'm just trying to catch up here. It's flying like crazy. Thoughts on Near back to all-time high? Yeah, I just showed you my DCA portfolio. Still down like 69% or something like that. Near has been kind of weak. Yeah, 67%. I don't hear much about Near, but I think they'll come back. I think they have a good shot to come back. They have a few partnerships. They partnered up with Celestia. They partnered up with I forgot. There was another partnership recently. Should I swap all my ADA for Solana? Jesse, only you can decide. Only you can decide. But, you know, it kind of depends on how much of it you hold. If you're diversified already and you just want a little bit more because you don't have enough Solana or you don't have any Solana, then sure. Injective is one of the close to all-time highs. Do I like this project? Yes. Yes, I do. They're the best. They're probably the best project out of right now. Not the best, but a stronger project out of Cosmos. Rune, after continual upward trend, is it too late to ape in or should I pull for it? You know, Citizen Crypto, the problem is, you know, you might never get a major pullback on Thorchain. I mean, once these projects run, They just run. There's no reason for them to pull back significant amounts. So I know Thorchain has been going. Where's Thorchain? I know they've been really, really hot recently. Right here. I mean, they're up 370% for the last 90 days. Is this going to fall significantly from here? I don't think so. It might be stagnant while others start moving, but will this like do a 50% drop from here? I don't think so. But I am quite surprised about Thorchain. That's one that I missed completely. I just never liked it. It's a whole, whole liquidity pool provider, DeFi chain. Never thought much of it, never used it, but they have been super, super hot. Maybe because all the FUD around sexes like Binance and stuff. Maybe that's why. Adrian, what do you think about Veracity? I don't like Veracity. I don't care if they partner with Neo Tokyo, but I never liked Veracity, and I still don't. BCH or Litecoin? Litecoin. I'll never support BCH. Simple Green. You said that this morning. I don't quite get it. Okay, thank you. Elaine, thank you for that. All right, I think that's it. Are we going to hit 40? Are we going to get 38? Are we going to get 38? Yeah, I added a short stop to my Fetch AI, so it closed out. I did not do so well on my leverage plan Fetch AI, but Bitcoin is looking very good. Solana is still looking good. ADA is looking good. Matic. I closed out my Matic the other day. I should have kept it. Matic. I just got done talking about Matic. I should just throw on something here. I'll just throw on a little bit for Matic right now, just so I don't miss out on it. Let's see. Let's do like 75 bucks. Let's do 80 bucks. Let's do a 10x on Matic right now. Don't want to miss out on the gains. And then I got a little bit left. Let's do like something like Illuvium. They're down today. Let's put a little. Let's put a little in Illuvium here. Let's see. Let's see how these do. Instant green. Instant dollar right there. All right. We're getting very close to 38. Very, very, very close to 38. But I'm going to let you guys go. So today, we're about to break it once again. Today I talked about 3 altcoin gems, and they all relate to each other. Polygon, Immutable X, and Illuvium, right? And I'm going to drop a lot more of these gems coming up, all right? Smash it a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, and let's see where Bitcoin is. Can we break above this 38.4 tomorrow? It's looking like it wants to once again. All right, have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.